Hello and welcome to Open Up Academy, your go-to resource for growing your business. When you build a business, you're also building a brand, right? But what exactly does this mean? You must have heard of brands like Apple, Nike, or Mercedes-Benz perhaps. But how did they develop into brands that have such a great recall value? Now let's quickly discuss why branding matters. Your brand is the biggest asset your business will ever own. It is your reputation. Basically, everything you do affects your brand. In this video, we'll try to map out how you can build a brand for your growing business in 6 simple steps. The first step is to know your purpose, audience, and competitors. Let's start with your purpose. Tesla. Tesla's purpose is to offer sustainable transportation for the world. Nike says, if you have a body, you're an athlete. It empowers body positivity. Similarly, every successful brand has a strong purpose that drives it. And so should you. You can define your purpose by answering these simple questions like, you could have started many businesses, but why this brand? What problem do you solve for your customers? What gap are you trying to fill? How are you different from others? What do you have that your competitors or market doesn't? Remember, this is your USP. Or quite simply, you can ask, why should your customers give a damn about you? Now let's talk about your target audience. Define your target audience and their demographics, like find out their personas and their problems, what product or service they use, where they hang out, the kind of content they consume, language they speak, and most importantly, what they dislike. Next, let's speak about competitors. If you ask me, knowing your competitors is important because you always have to keep your enemies in check. Kidding. But seriously, always know what your competitor brand is up to. You don't have to copy them by what they do or something, but this will definitely help you to place yourself better. Next, decide your brand name, caption, and domain. After you've done the basic research, let's start building your brand by choosing a name. Make sure that name is trendy, easy to remember, and you can build a brand story around it. While choosing your name, also look for the domain and social media availability. The third step is to define your brand identity and brand guidelines. Big brands employ international agencies for brand visual identity guidelines, and it still goes wrong for most of them. It is very tricky yet inevitable to hit the goalpost. First, let me explain to you what a brand identity is. Brand identity is the way you convey what your brand represents to the public, and you can do this with visuals, with your messaging and experience. Your brand identity is a collection of brand persona, brand appeal, brand colors, brand voice, brand font, and brand style. Let's talk about brand persona. Imagine your brand is a person. How should they look? What kind of persona would appeal to your target audience? Your brand persona should reflect this. Your brand persona could be cool, loud, courageous, bold, fun, sleek, stylish, or anything awesome. Moving on to brand colors. Let's face it, some colors look nice together and some just don't. The worst thing you can do is to include too many colors and create a rainbow for your brand. When you choose brand colors, try to choose 3 kinds of colors: your base color, your accent color, and a neutral color. Make a note of official color codes called hex values so that you can use it, because these are exact shades and this will help you remain consistency across channels. Now let's talk about brand voice. Brand voice is the perspective of your brand. What does your brand stand for and what does it want to tell your audience? To be bold, to be motivated, to stay positive? Have you heard of stay hungry, stay foolish, or just do it? Well, something like that. Now, once you define the brand identity, you can design a style guide or a style book for your brand. It is required to ensure consistency across designs, channels, and collateral, because later when your business grows, you can use this as a reference. Now, as the next step, you have to design a logo, which will go on all your socials, website, collaterals, and signage. There are no hardcore rules about logos. We have seen everything from a tick mark to bitten apples working and taking over the world. However, there are different logo styles adopted, and it includes monograms, word marks, abstracts, mascots, emblems, and pictorials. The fourth step is social media and content. Since you've already defined your audience, you just need to figure out which platform they hang out more. For example, if you're a product brand targeting teenage girls, you will find them on Instagram. Or if you're a B2B brand and you want to network with decision makers, you will focus on LinkedIn. The fifth step is figuring out your payment methods and platforms. For example, if your business is an e-commerce platform, integrate payment gateways for smooth and seamless transactions. Remember to choose a platform that offers maximum security. The sixth and final step, be there for your customers always. In the digital era, consumers want responses immediately, be it a message or a comment or a query or a complaint. So be alert and make the customer feel valued with quick responses. By adopting these 6 simple steps, anyone can build a brand online easily. Don't forget, your brand is what people think about you, and branding is your way to tell people what to think. Like Jeff Bezos said, your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. So guys, that's all that we have for you today. If you found this episode helpful and you want us to put more such content, do let us know in the comment section below and we will make it happen. For more such informative videos, keep watching OpenUp Academy and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to receive notifications on our upcoming videos. We will see you soon, guys.